Hi everybody, I'm Jack. This is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, it's a nice day here on the mountain. Sun's come back out again, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to grab a little vitamin D here in a little bit. Anyhow, this is just going to be one of our little weekend chats, and today's going to be on everyday mindfulness. Now, I do videos every day. I do different type of videos on the weekend. I normally talk about the raw vegan lifestyle, a plant-based lifestyle, fitness, philosophy, a little bit on my meditation, and I tend to talk about these a little bit more on the weekend. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button now. And when you hit it, click on the little bell and check send notifications so you will stay subscribed to the channel. First of all, mindfulness. What is mindfulness? I want to talk about mindfulness from more of an everyday approach. I want to demystify it more. And I kind of just want to continue sharing my practice. Even though I practice this as meditation, meditation intimidates a lot of people. So ergo, the title of the video today, Everyday Mindfulness. I want to talk about, beyond, and don't be afraid of meditation. People make a lot of assumptions of meditation, but today mostly I'm going to focus on talking about everyday mindfulness and how mindfulness can be practiced on a practical everyday application without actually going to a specific spot and sitting for an amount of time. Now, for people that might be tuning in for the first time, mindfulness to me, I just wrote down a couple of notes. Mindfulness is simply a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment. To be fully present, fully in the moment. So a lot of times too, right there, that's a good place to start, because a lot of people tend to think of anything meditation related, mindfulness, when you get into these types of words, that it's more kind of a tuning out type thing, or like, getting rid of everything, or like going to this real quiet place, or trying not to think, when actually it's really tuning in, and it's a way to experience our life more fully. Because basically all that we can fully know, all that is happening, all that we can know is happening right now. So, no matter how mundane it is, and a lot of our life, if we, compare it to the big moments, in life, the massive majority of life is rather mundane. It consists of these events that we do every day, of our eating, of going to work, of interacting with our family and friends, of just, it's pretty much the same old every day. But the same old, there's a lot of good in the same old. And just being present and just being aware of what we have, what we're experiencing every day, is really truly living. When we are mindful, these are the moments when we're actually alive. Everything else is just illusion. It's everything other than mindfulness is illusion. That's the best way, the only way I can really put it, because the past. We have I had a particular way of, it was mentioned here. With mindfulness, when we're focused on mindfulness, we're less likely to get caught up in the worries about the future and regrets about the past. I wrote that down, that particular little phrase down, because I like that. That's all the future. The future, just in general, lots of times when we're looking to the future, there's anxiety involved. Even if it's for an event or something that we're looking forward to, there's still anxiety, because we're looking into the unknown. We're looking into something, even though we think it might be a pleasant experience, is it necessarily going to be? But anyhow, that's the unknown. The past. We get caught up in the past, and there is good reminiscing on the past. I do that a lot. I was sitting around last night reminiscing on some good family time back when I was a kid. But in general, the future, the past, they don't really exist. We have no control over them. There's nothing we can do about either one of those. The only time we can live in, the only time we can really control, is the present. And we can catch ourselves, and we can practice this stuff every day, and it just makes our life a lot more richer. I just wrote down any number of our daily activities. When we're taking a shower, when we're making food in the morning, when we're washing dishes, when we're brushing our teeth, when we're standing in line. You know, there's just opportunities every single day just to stop right there. You know, there's a lot of apps out there these days. I've mentioned to you that I kind of reformatted my meditation practice, or kind of solidified my meditation practice, by using an app. Now there's an app for everything. Well, there's good mindfulness or reminder apps that you can get out there. There's apps that you can get that you can just set that'll, like, any kind of tone you want to get. Like, I have one, but I don't keep my phone on enough. It's like a bell, one of these bowls, you know, but the singing bowls, you know, that make the sound. And and you can set it like however often you want to. You know, you can set it like for every hour, just something on your smartphone, something on your watch to go off. Now, people live busy lives, you know. I'm not saying that on the hour you stop what you're doing and go do some kind of a little ritual, but even if it's just for that moment, even if it's just like the watch or the smartphone going off with that mindfulness reminder, it just brings you back. It just brings you back, and it can be just for a second. It can just be for just like that, just long enough for you to pause for a minute. Maybe just take one breath and come back to the present moment, living in the present moment, not on cruise control, not outside, not experiencing things, but experiencing that present moment. Now, if you've got, unless you're just got like slave driver for a boss that just you can't look away from your work for anything, I would say that's a good time to do a lot of good little healthy things for yourself. You can take care of a lot of things in just about 15-20 seconds. A minute would be good. Maybe stand, you know, if you're somebody that works in an office, stand up from your desk, take a nice couple of stretches, and just go to your breath, just for a few breaths, whatever you can do, you know, like be aware you're breathing in, be aware you're breathing out, reconnect with that breath, reconnect with the now, reconnect with this present moment. Stand up, do a stretch, connect to the present moment, take a couple of breaths to rejuvenate yourself. Maybe it's a good time too. This can be your whole little wellness reminder thing. Have some water available, have something to hydrate, have a little snack, but, you know, just have little things like this that make the day just a little bit more like you're living a little bit more. I want to read you something here. This is something. It's not by Thich Nhat Hanh, but it's very similar to some of his practices. Oh, and one other thing before I read this, I was just going to mention is I keep talking about it, mindfulness, a lot, and I keep talking about this guy. A good place to start is with Thich Nhat Hanh, and I've read his books for years and years. Is either The Miracle of Mindfulness or Peace is Every Step. Every step. He gives just a good, very basic, just a practical introduction to mindfulness, and not even just an introduction. I would say this is suitable for whether you're new to mindfulness or whether you've actually had a practice of mindfulness. But I've read a number of times by him in one of his books, it could be The Miracle of Mindfulness, about drinking a mindful cup of tea. Here is a homemade cone for drinking tea. Who is enjoying this tea? Ask yourself this question with each sip. When you encounter that person, let them go. You need a break from their story every now and then. Otherwise, your tea break will not really be a break at all. Constantly rehearsing the story of our roles, obligations, and commitments wears us down. Yes, we may be mothers, doctors, servers, or office workers, but at the core, we are more than these things. We are breathing humans, as the Sufi poet Rumi said. Whatever your story, you are more than that story. Get in touch and stay in touch with the breath-breathing human you are as you enjoy your tea. Just this, remind yourself with each sip. Just this. Sit in and breathe like a flower in a meadow, enjoying the sun. If you ever have watched one of Thich Nhat Hanh's talks, you have probably witnessed elements of tea meditation. Halfway through a talk, Thich Nhat Hanh will pause and pour himself a cup of tea. Then, as several hundred listeners watch his every move, he will slowly raise the cup to his lips and enjoy a few unhurried sips. He sometimes holds the cup with both hands as if to illustrate that his whole attention is on it. Thich Nhat Hanh truly takes a break when he drinks his tea. He is not using the time to prepare his next topic. Paradoxically, taking a true break is more effective than using the time to think of your next move. As you disengage even momentarily from your surface mind, you access deeper layers of yourself to include in your discourse or journey. That allows you to talk, move, and act more authentically as a whole person. Thich Nhat Hanh can do this in the presence of hundreds. See if you can do it when you're having tea with someone, or alone for that matter. Here's a 5-step practice you can do once your tea is ready. Number 1, pause. Take a few moments to sit with your cup of tea before you start drinking it. You want this time to be a meditation break as well as a tea break. Even if you meditated that morning by 3 p.m., it's a dim memory. With a few conscious breaths now, you can reconnect with that meditative space. Number 2, touch the inner being nature of the tea. See the soil, rain, and sun that went into creating this drink, and the women and men whose hands harvested, prepared, packaged, shipped, and sold it. The entire universe can be seen in a flower, Thich Nhat Hanh wrote in Love Letter to the Earth. This vision is rewarding in itself and is good training for seeing everything with the same eyes, including the person sitting in front of you. Number 3, touch your own inner being nature. Your stress, happiness, and unhappiness are made up of your opinions and attitudes. In turn, your state of mind affects how others feel around you. Let go of your opinions and attitudes. Feel your stress dissolve. Feel it float away. Feel it drop to the ground. Number 4, enjoy the first sips. To be here and now and enjoy the present moment is our most important task, says Thich Nhat Hanh in Being Peace. Let the aroma of the tea fill the space of your mind until there is no room for thoughts. Let the thinking mind become a tea-enjoying mind. And number 5, relax and expand your vision. Be silent for the first few sips. Notice how expanding the context of your vision puts your momentary concerns and problems in perspective. When you are relaxed, you are more creative and see more possibilities in each situation. See this moment as an important and productive part of your day. If you can step outside the box for a few moments now, you will return to your task with a fresh mind. Breaks for meditation throughout the day act as simple valves for emptying your mind and finding freedom. So you can apply these steps to other activities in your daily life, such as eating dinner, washing dishes, or even riding the bus. They are all great opportunities to practice stillness and motion, our natural condition on the spinning earth. I like to keep sharing this mindfulness practice of mine as it progresses through my meditation practice, because it is what is. It just leads to a much fuller life because it leads to us living life. All mindfulness is us being aware of everything that we're experiencing. It's about not sleepwalking through any of it. It's about opening. It's not about, like I say, going inside or getting quiet or whatever. It's about opening us to experiencing every single moment in our life and not wasting any of those moments, because, like I say, life happens between the big events. Life is happening right now. Over there, there's birds. There's a new bird nest. There's bird nests with baby birds over there. I see butterflies flying around. I see bees flying around. The doggie, Tonya, she's sitting right here in front of me. Stuff's happening everywhere. So when we become more mindful, we become more aware of life, and we become more aware of the life that we're living every day. So anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope somebody found this one beneficial. If you like it, I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Love you. Love you lots. Peace.